What is up, guys? Jesse here with Adventure Endeavor, and we are camping here just outside of Las Vegas, Nevada. And today I thought it would be a good idea to take the time and make a little video about why we love this hitch. Now, we made a video a while back about our dislikes with the hitch. You guys got to keep in mind that some things that we might dislike can also be the same thing that we love about this hitch. So we're gonna break it down, and make sure you stick around to the end, because that's gonna be our #1 main reason why you should buy this hitch. But before you get started, make sure you like, subscribe, and hopefully give us a thumbs up at the end of this video. So first, I'd like to start by talking about how this hitch is greaseless. For us, living on the road full time, that is super nice. The less maintenance we can be doing on the road, the better. So basically, this is a gooseneck style hybrid, I guess, type hitch, and it's 100% greaseless. So no grease on the ball here, and then on the other end, the coupler, there's no grease as well. This is the coupler that attaches to your pin box on your trailer, on your fifth wheel, and absolutely no grease in here, and we've had zero issues with that. So we came from a BMW Companion, which was a very good hitch, but you did need to grease it on occasion, only a couple spots, but that's just one less thing to worry about when you're on the road. Okay, so point number 2. We used to have a BMW Companion, which was a good hitch. It went over the gooseneck ball, just like the Andersen does, but for some reason, I don't know why, we found ourselves always getting quite a bit of chucking in the truck. That's basically when the truck kind of does this motion with the trailer, and it just doesn't feel good in the back, and you feel like you're going like this. I don't know what it is, but for some reason the Andersen has no chucking. Our truck is exactly the same. Besides that, airbags did help with the Companion, and obviously we still have the airbags with the Andersen, but night and day there is probably a 25% difference. No chucking. We love that about the Andersen. Something else we absolutely love about the Andersen hitch is the portability. This hitch is super easy to take out of the truck. Basically, you loosen up these 2 bolts down here, loosen up this top bolt, and then you can go ahead and pull the hitch up off of the gooseneck ball. Having a hitch that's super portable is extremely nice when this is our only vehicle that we have. We've only taken it out once, but it is nice to know that myself or my wife or even a child could pull this hitch out of the bed. It's 3 bolts, it only weighs 35 pounds, which is extremely nice. And that low weight actually helps us with our payload as well. So if you're a full-timer, you tend to carry a lot of gear, a lot of extra stuff, a lot of things, because you're living out of your rig. So for us, we have a Ram 2500, and we're fairly close on our payload. So having a lighter hitch helps with that as well. When I pulled the Companion out, I had to split it into 2 pieces, and each piece was still heavier than this Andersen. So for us, that's a big deal. That's nice. Okay, so this is something that I think people might not think about per se. The Andersen hitch is extremely easy to hitch up. Now let's break that into 2 couple points. So the first point that I'd like to make is that the Andersen, you can back in at any angle and just go ahead and drop it down because it's on a ball rather than a fifth wheel where it's much better to back directly up because you have to lock that jaw. It is possible at a slight angle, but it's a lot harder if the truck is uneven or if it's not backed up completely straight to the trailer. That's really nice for us because we do a lot of boondocking, sometimes smaller spots that I might need to, maneuver the truck and trailer in there, kind of finagle it in there. So if I need to basically drop the trailer here and have the truck at a right angle, I can, and I have done it many times. A lot of people ask us in videos why we do that, and I guess it's just because we can with the Andersen. So I believe Andersen calls it a funnel, but basically this is slanted down on all edges. So when you're hitching up, you don't need to be 100% accurate when you're dropping your trailer down. If you're slightly off, basically the trailer will guide itself because of this funnel onto the ball, which is another thing that makes hitching easier. Before, Melissa used to never want to hitch up the old truck with the BMW Companion. She struggled with it. The trailer had to be up or down the exact correct height, and you had to line it up fairly straight. Now she is gung-ho about it, and she always wants to hitch up the trailer, which is nice. We can switch off. We know that we can both handle it easily and not get frustrated. Overall, hitching up the Andersen is just super nice. It's simple. It's a bit easier. So that for us is huge. Okay, last but definitely not least, this is probably our #1 reason that we bought the Andersen Ultimate Connection, and that is because it solved our short bed issue. Having a short bed truck is nice for a lot of reasons, but it can cause clearance issues with these trailers. Unfortunately, we did hit the cab of our truck right here and got a little dent. Luckily, we did not shatter the window. But what's very cool about the Andersen and the way that they designed it is they push basically your hitching point back. So this is where the gooseneck ball is directly underneath here. So they give you about 4 inches backwards here on the ball. So you're gaining 4 inches of clearance. And it might be kind of hard to tell, but this is where the pin is on a normal fifth wheel, and they push this forward about 4 inches. So you're gaining 4 inches here on your cone or funnel, your attachment that attaches your fifth wheel, and then you're gaining the 4 inches on the hitch in the bed of the truck. See this? Avoid this. If you're looking for a new hitch and you think you might have clearance issues, the Andersen will solve this. So this was just going into a very simple driveway. We turned, I don't even know how many degrees. It wasn't a crazy turn. Unfortunately, not having a slider, having the type of trailer we had, we got it done. It's okay. Since then, it's been solved by the Andersen. And that for us is the #1 reason when we researched, we ended up going with the Andersen. Overall, you gain 8 to 9 inches, which is huge, and for us, problem solved. So, in closing, those are the reasons that we basically love the Andersen hitch. Like I said, we did have an older video, a few minor things that could be improved on if they come out with other generations, or if you're a handy person, you could probably fix yourself. But like I said, guys, there's pros and cons to everything in life. Our older video showed you some of the cons or the negatives or things we did not like quite as much. This newer video is going to show you the things we love, the reason why we bought it, and the reason we are still running it, and the reason we recommend it for a lot of friends, family, and just anyone who asks about it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe and turn on notifications so you can see all of our videos. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it.